Yo, what's up guys, Kalo here. As you guys know, Six Samurai won a couple of weeks ago. They won YCS Indy, which is really cool. And I figured I'd show you guys my Six Samurai deck. Real quick, there are some uh, differences between my build and his build. It's different ways, because honestly speaking, there's a lot of different things you can do with Samurai, which is one of the reasons I really like Samurai. Not to mention, I mean, it's Samurai. It's just a... But there's a lot of different... That build's going to be different, and I'm going to explain some things you could do and how it differs from his build. The straight asceticism, which is more dojo oriented. And also some things I'm thinking about changing. So I'm going to try and fly through the deck since this is pretty standard for the most part. So we'll start off with the 3 ofs. You have 3 copies of Kizan, which needs no explanation. And then 3 Kagemusha, and that's the only 3 ofs in this deck, which kind of makes sense for the most part. Next, for the 2 ofs, I only run 2 copies of Kageki, and that's self-explanatory as well, and that's the only pair that I run. And then basically, after these cards right here, everything else is pretty much 1 ofs in this deck, which is where my build differs from a lot of other people's builds. So you have your 1 Grandmaster. Unfortunately, I ran this. I bumped this card down to 1, which is sad because I really like Grandmaster. Grandmaster is amazing from made before the legendary Six Samurai came out. Grandmaster was standard at 3, so it's really sad to see it go down to 1. But I feel like it's alright. I'm debating 2 or not. 1 Elder. You guys may disagree with me on this, but I hate drawing Elder late game when you're trying to top deck or you just need answers for cards. Elder's is as good as 1 because if you draw Kagemusha, you can search it. If you draw this and Kagemusha, you can summon this Asceticism and get another Kagemusha from your deck. So I really feel like Elder is fine at 1. You don't need more than 1. 1 Zanji, for obvious reasons. These are all Asceticism targets. 1 Inishi, and 1 Iru. I wasn't running this originally. And this is partially inspired by the winning deck list for YCS Indy, but also because a lot of setting monsters face down is really prevalent right now in this meta. So Iru's really starting to get popular, and he's only getting stronger as the meta goes on, as more setting occurs. 1 Samurai, 1 Spirit, 1 Yaichi. Some guy that messaged me, I can't remember his name, I apologize. If I remember your name, I'll put your name in the annotation. But he made a really good point when he messaged me. He said that Keimon is probably better than Yaichi in a lot of ways, which I really agree with him on. The thing is, Yaichi is just a personal favorite of mine, which is the only reason I'm running it. Keimon probably is better, but to be completely honest, if you were really going to build a competitive deck, like take this to major tournaments, I would probably cut Yaichi and Keimon and just side either one or both of them. But for my build, I'm still running 1 Yaichi. And the last card is 1 Chancellor, Inishi the Chancellor. Fantastic in top deck, and a lot of people don't like him. But if it's not this, I'm going to probably put 1 double-edged sword technique in here, since they both need your monsters in the grave, basically. So it's either this or double edge, but for right now, I still like putting 1 Shien in here. I'm sorry, Inishi. And that's it, 17 monsters. It's a pretty high monster count for Samurai, but it's really techy, and this is why my build is a little different. So I'll get on to the spells. Well, that's standard. That's not different at all. Neither is this right here. So that's staple. But one thing that people are trying to with Dojo, the reason I like Dojo in this deck, especially in a deck like mine with so many tech choices, is because it gives you toolbox access that Asceticism just can't. Sometimes you want to get a Yaichi out, or if you want to get a hand out, you can Dojo, and it just allows for really nutty creative plays in Samurai. So I still like Dojo in here. I may try cutting my Dojo and bumping up my Asceticism up to 3, because as of right now I'm only playing 2. I feel like I don't need 3 since I'm running dojos. I might try bumping up Asceticism to 3 and taking both of the dojos out and trying just straight Asceticism, but engine works. Next up, your searchers, your 2 Smoke Signal, and your Rhoda. Monster Reborn, 1 Book of Moon, and 2 MCs, which I'm actually considering dropping one MST and putting in a Heavy Storm. I never really liked Heavy Storm in Samurai, just because you set your whole back row to protect your Shien if you can get it off first turn, so Heavy usually becomes dead. But I'm debating on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure most of you would like Heavy Storm in here, but it's just from my personal experience from playing the deck, I feel like Heavy Storm's usually dead more than not. And then onto the traps. So you have your standard 3 Solemns and your 2 Muzakanis. I really feel like this 5 traps completely standard and unnegotiable in Samurai, especially Muzakani at 2. It gives you so many protection that Samurai really need. So that's really standard. And then I max out on Phoenix Chains. Phoenix Chain came in a structure deck. Obviously Konami was trying to tell us something. Said, hey, you have spell and trap negation, monster effect negation. And I really believe that Phoenix Chain should be at 3. Prison, I just like stopping my my opponent's effects. And if you notice, I play so many cards that can answer face-up monsters. Like, I play a Zanji, both Inishis, so I really don't have to worry about my opponent's monsters being face-up on the field and not having an answer to it. My deck is full of answers for opponent's monsters. So that's why I really like. And the last card, I just take 1 Compulse, just because it's a game, it gets rid of that. So 1 Compulse is pretty good. It does. And then onto the extra deck, I only have 10 out of the 15 cards with me. It's pretty self-explanatory. So if you guys are playing Samurai, this extra deck is really self-explanatory. So the 1 Shien, the 1 Interior Beast, the 1 Barkion. I would probably put 1 Gaia Knight and 1 Black Rose in the extra deck. 1 Colossal Fighter is your only level 8 in my opinion that you need. And you can go into him really easily because you can go Shien's Chang Musha and then go into this guy. 1 Mistform just because you can make it, but I'm debating taking it out because I don't ever really go into it. And then for the Exceeds, 1 Invoker, and Zenmain should be in here, and I would also probably add a Leviathan Dragon. For the 1 Excalibur, 1 Blade Armor Ninja, 1 Shadow of the 6 Samurai, and then I would probably put in a Maestroke and or a Utopia. And that's basically what your extra deck would look like, minus a few cards. That is the deck, guys. Like I said, it's different in many ways from what's popular with Samurai right now, because a lot of people are just sticking to straight. But I still like Dojo's Toolbox ability. Gives this deck up that asceticism just can't. It has its plus and minuses, but you know, that's every deck. But thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments, just be sure to comment or PM. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.